And Sarah, are you? Sure. Yep, okay.
So the Appointments Committee met the other evening. I can't remember the exact date at the moment. Wednesday. Time flies when you're having fun. Mr. Belfonte, myself, Ms. Morioni, Superintendent Butana, and Assistant Superintendent Crocker were all present for an executive session. We had given to us the list of people that applied to be on the commission for the facility study. Mr. Belfonte, Ms. Morioni, and myself first looked at the questions and the answers to those questions. And any name or identifier was removed, and we just looked at the questions and the answers. And so one of the questions was, please explain why you want to be a part of the commission. And the next one is, please list specific areas of expertise that you bring to the commission's work. We went through all of the answers on our own while we were there, and then we came back around and talked amongst ourselves to find out where there were common choices, and there were quite a few between the three of us, and then there were some answers and that looked intriguing to one or the other, and we talked about those, again, without any names or any identifiers. And then at the end of that, we came up with our list, and there was still an additional response from somebody that I think we still wanted to take a look at, and so we also came up with an alternate plan, which at this time we're just bringing forward to you, the 6. And after we were solid on the 6 that we were choosing, Ms. Crocker told us only the names of those people that were connected to those answers. We did not see any other names of people that were connected to their answers. And then we were pleasantly surprised. The list was phenomenal from what Superintendent Butana said, but the ones that we ended up with, we were thrilled. The balance in the expertise, the balance in the gender, the balance in the representation, I think we were all pretty happy about. So there wasn't any wrong answers. There were a lot of great, and we're happy that so many people, came forward. I think there were 16 total. And then we also discussed amongst us board representation, and I put it out to the city council and to the school board, and myself was the only one that had come forward. And then at our meeting, Mr. Belfonte and Ms. Morioni discussed it, and we had settled with Ms. Morioni being the second board member. So that's that. And we had 2 counselors. It worked out perfect. 2 counselors came forward expressing their interest, and that's Mr. Ali and Ms. Cook. And so in my mind, it worked out very well.
Thank you.
I don't know if Ms. Morioni or Mr. Belfonte would like to add anything to that I missed, or additional details? So I guess at this time, as part of the workshop, if anyone has any questions with regards to process or anything of that nature, we'd be open to entertaining.
Can I just also add that there are appointments that have been made by the Portland Education Association and by the Portland Association of Administrators, or Administrators Association, that are also included in your packet. So the 2 principals are Ms. Jepson from Portland High School and Ms. LeClaire from King Middle School, and the appointments from the Teachers Association are Association President Sue Olafson and Kevin Brewster, who is I believe, Vice President of the association, but is also a kindergarten teacher at Reiki. So those are the appointments. We do not yet have an appointment from the Ed Tech unit.
Any questions or comments? Mr. Rodriguez?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ms. Thompson. Did you say how many applications we received?
16 total.
16 total? Awesome. So it sounds like you used the same or a very similar process to the last time that we had to put
The
together.
corrected version, yes.
Because
So-
there was a learning process the first time around.
That's correct.
And I know that I personally felt really good about that process. So kind of cleaning it up a little bit, it sounds like, and it be effective. I mean, I think you've struck gold with the process. Thank you.
Thank you. Forever learners.
Anyone else? No, I concur. I think the appointments committee has done a good job, and, we'll be ratifying these at our next board meeting. So that will be the action. So tonight was just kind of to have an opportunity if anybody had any concerns or questions or anything like that. But I think that the process seems to have worked really well, and thank you guys for taking that on. And I know it was an extended or a condensed timeline, so you had to kind of struggle to get meetings in and all that, so you appreciate it.
And I just also want to point out that they obviously did a tremendous job sifting through that information and coming up with a process, and also thinking through what is our follow-up. So we have, lined up the communication with, after the board acts next week on the appointments and also on the participants who were not selected. We've got everything ready to go, so we are looking forward to that. And I just want to give a shout out to my left hand
No, it was
here.
your right hand
Yeah, I
this
know.
morning.
You were my right hand this morning, but now you're my left hand, who subbed in for me when I ran out to the parent-teacher community forum on Wednesday. So thank you, Ms. Clark.
You're welcome.
Great. All right, well, unless there's anything else, I guess that can conclude the workshop.
We also said that we would have public comment.
Oh, we did.
But we now have somebody from the public who is saying no.
Mr. Eglinton just walked in. So we actually just concluded our workshop. I don't know if you wanted to come forward and say anything to the board, or?
No.
Yeah?
Perfect.
Fresh out.
Perfect. All right. Okay, well, thank you.